Just want to record something right quick. Me and Richard were talking this morning, and I always have a good time, see some stuff, and get excited and clarify some stuff. But I kind of got the thought this morning that I know that I have most of the time interpreted the flowing with God or moving in the Spirit as when the Lord speaks to me, like just direction and encouragement, and even out of the scriptures and what we read from the scriptures, and even prophetic words and things of that nature. But I'm starting to realize that that is just what we say it is. It's instructions from the Spirit of the Lord. It's not the actual communication. It is supposed to make you look to the communication, where the communication is, but it in itself is only instruction, just as all the scriptures are instruction for how to walk with God, and all the counseling and all the encouragement and all the even stuff you hear straight in the Spirit to you. And I've had many occasions where I've heard stuff and got very encouraged and know I was in the presence of the Lord. And but I realize now that even though them more presence of the Lord can come in many kind of ways, it is not the actual communication or flow with God. The actual communication or flow with God comes from within you, and so all the instructions that you get, even though they're even sometimes, they had to arise out of your own heart because nobody else was around and you heard things spiritually that made sense. But these were all instructions. For a while, they say Holy Spirit comes as a teacher and he comes as Lord. And I think when he comes as Lord is something arises within you, and you follow it, or you yield to it, or you obey it, however you want to say. Jesus said, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done. Now, what is he talking about? If you allow the scriptures to abide in your mind and your consciousness, yeah, all that's good. But if you're abiding in him and him in you, then you ask what you will. In other words, the actual walking with God is not the things that are happen to us on an instructional or rebuking or encouraging way. All these things are designed to get you in touch with your walk with God. So a walk with God comes out of the desire of your heart. Your desire of your heart is how he communicates in you and through you. Your desire is delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Your desire of your heart is the actual flow of God. The other was just instructions to get you confident enough that you can release the flow, or get you give you direction and understanding, and take the accusations and condemnation off your life, so you can actually flow in your desire or flow in God, because they're one and the same. It doesn't mean everything you desire is perfect, but if anywhere the desire of God is, it's going to be inside of your desire somewhere is the desire of God. And you have to let that out. You have to let that flow, or the rest of the stuff is useless. The rest of the direction and encouragement and sad to say, even the release or forgiveness of sin or removal of guilt and shame, if you don't tap into the flow of God inside of you, you'll end up going right back into the guilt and shame anyway, because there's nothing to keep you sustained. There's no flow. So you'll eventually get back into things and allow yourself to be condemned again. So the communication, prophetic words, even the spiritual experiences, so to speak, aren't the actual flow of God. They're instructions from the Spirit of God, or from others who have been led by the Spirit, to encourage you to find the actual flow of God, the actual fellowship with Christ, which is inside of you. I just wanted to get that out of my heart and mind while I still had it clear enough to say something about it. Thanks. Bye.